Okay, you ready?
Yes, yes, yes. Let's do this.
Yo, what is good, everybody? This is the Unknown Podcast, back at it again. Today I'm joined with Daniel again.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Cappy hasn't replied. He's been, I don't know, he's been fucking offline for a really long time now. And yeah, so do you want to tell them our topic for today?
Yeah, we will be speaking about what it's extraterrestrial um beings, you could say. So in other form aliens
In a way,
or
yeah.
lizard people as Americans would say. Lizard people. And it's actually really interesting. I've been reading a little bit about it. And it's most common in America, obviously. Um, and the thing is, the real question is there a possibility that they have been living among us, or that they have tried to make communication and it turned bad in other universe, so this time they're not trying to communicate, just they're just living among us, trying to
Yeah.
learn how we are and everything.
The thing is, I watched Godzilla, King of the Monsters or whatever, recently, and the people said in the movie they said like Godzilla and whatever the other fucker was, the three-headed dragon, I forgot his name. Like they are the gods. Like Godzilla is, for instance, I don't know. I assume he's the king of electricity or whatever. There's the fire demon. The fire demon, the one, it's like a giant bird, but he's like on fire. So they called him like the fire god or whatever, and that makes me think like them like I wouldn't necessarily say Godzilla's wrong, but I know some people believe in like the real Poseidon and stuff like that. And I mean, you will never know. Like me, I wouldn't say I'm completely atheist,
Yeah,
but if I were to think of one thing, I don't know. I don't know. It's like the thing is, a lot of people think of different things, and as a child, you were learned, or you were learned from a young age to believe in what your parents believe in. So, for
yeah,
instance, my parents are Christians, and the thing is, what I think I should do is I should like first explore other kinds of things and then see how it is at the end. Like see which religion fits me most or whatever. Like I don't know how to explain.
yeah. um I think, well, it not necessarily like exploring religions, but like learning more about them, because that's generally something I've done before, especially with the monks, because the thing they look after is Buddha, and there's actually scientific, like, proven stuff behind it, and some of them have said that it actually refers to the Christian God as well, but they don't refer it to as a god or something. They just refer it to as a higher power that could possibly like help if like there isn't
Yeah,
like a need or something. And if you take it like from someone
yeah.
like that, it should actually mean like a lot, because if you take like monks and stuff, it's like they're like Godzilla. They're like one of the fucking most powerful human beings they are. Um,
They can take. Talking of monks, I saw a video the other day of a monk literally taking a fucking drill and shoving it against his throat and drilling, and it didn't do shit. Like make a little mark where it was.
yeah. Um,
It's
it
incredible to think about it.
Yeah, and like if I had to think like of lizard people or something, like I would think like they're the extraterrestrial like beings, because they're like inhumanly strong and mentally focused, and like just everything is like on the peak. Like there's not really a lot of human beings that could reach that type of like being. Like you can't actually
Yeah.
just get there. It's like really hard, and it's not just hard work. It's really fucking shitty to try and do that, because it takes long times and a lot of focus, and mental capability is it's not that good. And if
Yeah.
and it would make actually sense, because uh, other like being should be smarter in the long run
Yeah.
already, And if they are smarter and more challenged mentally and they know what's going to happen, they're not bothered by anything or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's actually really interesting. So,
Speaking of like other beings and whatever,
mm,
there because I don't know, some odd reason, like recent, not recently, I would say from last year it began, where I just constantly like watched videos about the Earth and whatever, and I got really into that. And I read somewhere, I think it was on NASA's page, where they actually found radio waves that could potentially be a message from a different like planets or solar system or whatever. Because I heard, or I from listening to stories of some of the like people and what they think is the most common one I've heard from not scientists but people that are really smart is that there's more than just our galaxy. Like we're like the galaxy with all the planets in. I know there's like Kepler 22b and stuff like that.
yeah,
We're just a little small ball in an obelisk. So maybe there is gods, like different gods, but they're in different universes. Like if I'm thinking of what I'm saying right now, I'm this literally just popped in my head. So maybe if this is true and there is like more, this is like we're like a small dot in a trillions of other things. Maybe there is a god that like goes in between his to see if each and one is doing okay, and it takes them a lot of time to get to each one. So that's how I like. That's just something that popped into my head. So maybe that can be a possibility. I don't know. It sounds stupid, but like I just thought about it. So yeah,
yeah, it's definitely a possibility. Um, I would not think that it would not be a possibility because, like, why not? Like,
it makes sense in a little bit. It makes sense in some way.
yes, definitely. Because if you think about it, it is better. Like, it helps a lot.
Before we continue, sorry, we are not trying to offend anybody. We are not trying to offend anybody. Just let me just drop it in there. This is not. This is literally just us talking. It's what we think. So please don't get offended or of anything. Sorry, I just had
Yeah.
to say that.
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's better for people to always know what's going on. Um, yeah, it would help a lot. Like, sure, it's a really long stretch, and there's not necessarily a big possibility of anything happening, and a lot of stuff like that. But if we could have the possibility of like seeing other beings, like other type of form of a living thing, and it's communicationable with, it could mean the save of the human race, definitely.
Yeah,
Because if there is a type of being out there, they have technology that we do not have because we can't travel at light speed and everything like that. And I'm sure you need that if you go
yeah,
into outer space and stuff. So,
yeah. Of course, because it's really far away. So yeah,
but
sorry.
the only problem is with humans is a lot of the human race wants everything for themselves. Now, I don't mean
Oh
everyone
my God, that's so
does
true.
that, but
Most of them.
most countries and stuff want everything to themselves, so no other country can use it to rule them over. And I think that's also one of the biggest problems in our world is trying to rule something. It just doesn't work out. Um, and I think if there's a other race out there, they wouldn't do this what we do. And I
Yeah.
suppose if there is a other like being on our Earth, they would be sitting and laughing at how stupid the human race is. Because if they know our inevitable future, they would know what's gonna happen, and it is terrifying, sure, but you could say the human race deserves it, obviously, because
Yeah.
look, Australia's bushfires only stopped this year. It's like what it's been like
Fucking hell.
5 7 months that they've
Yeah.
yeah, almost like
It's not
four
that long. I
months.
think it started at the beginning of this year, maybe
Yeah. I think it was beginning of this year. It's like 3 months, 4 months. They
around
had
there.
this shit,
Yeah.
and to think about it, it's like if we don't like screw over and everything, it wouldn't have happened. And Australia is one of the countries that has the biggest animal source, and
Yeah. So it kind of got
yeah,
Like
it got in the way and killed a
this could
lot
have
of,
meant a lot of damage. Yeah,
yeah. And it would be actually better if like the other type of beings could like give us like advice or something, like just tell us like don't do this, don't go that way into
yeah.
evolution. It's like it's gonna fuck you over, it's gonna fuck everything up what you're going to do into the future. um
Okay. You know fortune tellers, right?
yeah.
They most sometimes, okay, I wouldn't necessarily, I believe in them, but I would say sometimes you get them, those that fake being the real fortune tellers to get money, because I mean it's an easy way to get money. But anyway, some fortune tellers do tell the truth, and sometimes the truth, like what I think that they do is they tell you what you want to hear.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't necessarily. Okay, okay. How can I phrase this? Okay, let me change it a little bit. But what I think is the universe. Let's say there is a God out there or whatever. I think he wants us to believe what we want to, like let's say with the, like I saw videos of people performing exorcisms and it actually worked, like because everybody says, oh, Christianity is the real one, the other ones are fake. And then you get like, for instance, the I don't know what they're called, the fuck, I can't think of the name. You get like the Buddhists. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right in English, but you get them and they say, oh no, their culture is, or their religion is right, and then the others are not right. So I think I think if you are set to believe in something, like you're okay, yeah, I'm going to be a Christian, and you stay a Christian, the stuff you think of happens. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, they I don't know what I'm trying to say exactly, but that's how I think. Like, let's say I want to be a monk,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe in everything they do.
Yeah.
And like, let's say, oh yeah, I don't know how to explain this, but
um
what I'm basically trying to say is the universe maybe wants you to believe in something, and it doesn't want you to like believe in other things, like it's trying to hide something, like the
yeah.
real God or whatever.
um
That's a little thing I read. I'll try and find the thing right now. I'll quickly go on Google and find it. But that's how I think it might work. There's a million possibilities. Like, there's
yeah.
nothing can say for sure that this is the truth or whatever until we actually witness or see it or whatever.
Yeah, and you see the thing is, well, this is going like deep into religion and shit like that, but
Yeah.
um,
Again, we're not trying to offend
yeah,
anybody.
yeah. Um, it's like it's like if there's a god out there, um, nobody actually likes to be ruled over or to be told what to do. So
Yeah.
if you don't want anybody like to be stronger than you as a human, um, it's it's gonna make you selfish because like why don't you want anybody to be stronger than you? Why do you hate it that much? And why do you
Yeah.
want to be like the most powerful being in the world? And
Yeah.
like that reasons a lot, and that pushes like theories like a lot. But it's not just like that. It's like if it like something like straight Christians like to do is like God made water into wine, but in the Bible it
Yeah.
says we're not allowed to drink because Christians don't drink. And
Yeah. And also, you're
but
not
he
allowed to
made
swear, but like everybody swear.
yeah, and but he
That's
made
just, sorry,
water
I just
out of
had to say that.
yeah, but he made water out of wine. So it doesn't make sense
Yeah.
necessarily. And sure,
Yeah,
he
not
didn't
completely.
drink the wine. Sure, he didn't drink the wine, but
But
he
still,
gave
it's wine.
yeah,
Wine is
and he
alcohol.
gave other people that and told them to drink the wine and follow in his footsteps. And it doesn't make necessarily good sense. And sure, we can't get answers. And
Yeah.
uh, well,
Yeah.
yeah, but it's still it's like you don't necessarily need to believe in like something bigger or anything. Like there's a lot of people that don't. Like Daniel Radcliffe, he doesn't believe in anything. He doesn't believe in a god or anything at all. He doesn't care about it. He's really wealthy, successful. He chased his dreams down and everything. and his life is
Yeah.
just the way he wants it, and he didn't have to do it through getting God or anything. Like if life throws a stone at you, you it's for sure gonna fucking throw you to the ground. So it's not God making sure that you get beat down because
Yeah.
you're a good person. It's just part of life. You have to go through something to get something. That's basically how it fucking works. And
Yeah. But the thing is, sorry, yeah,
no, continue, man.
no, the thing is also what I've noticed with Christians. I'm not pointing towards anybody. I'm
Yeah,
just saying that some people at my school are. They say that they're Christians, but they go out, they fucking smoke weed. I mean, there's girls there are 16 or whatever, or boys, whatever, in my class or in my school overall. Oh yeah, I'm such a big Christian. They go and fucking swear into another dimension. They smoke weed. They drink as much as they possibly fucking can, and then they say that they're Christians. So what I'm thinking is they are trying to fit in by saying that they're Christian because all their popular or big friends or whatever, the popular friends say they're Christian, so let me do it too. Like there's a guy recently, he's one of my friends. He started dating someone, and as soon as he dated her, he started being the most religious man ever. He changed his status on his profile on his WhatsApp to, oh yeah, I love God, he's my savior, and he started posting a random quote from the Bible on his status. And why? Because his girlfriend's heavy religious. So what I think is, it's I wouldn't necessarily call it like, I mean, some people probably do believe in God and whatever, but I mean, you do get some people that only do it because most of their friends do, or their girlfriend or
yeah,
boyfriend does that. So that's what I think,
um,
and which is kind of stupid. So yeah,
yeah,
that's what I had to say about that.
yeah. It is kind of stupid. And a lot of people also say like they get like signs and shit, like like God spoke
Yeah,
to them and shit like that. Now I want to say like I've experienced this like firsthand before, but like coincidence. Sure. Um, it happened three
yeah.
times. I had problems in well like going through, and every time I was like with my sister at the church, that week's problems would come up at church and they would talk about it. And I was like, okay, this is probably just
Wow.
coincidence. Nothing much. Second time comes around,
Yeah.
third time comes around, okay, I'm like, okay, whoa. Something's
This is
clearly
way too
fucking
consistent to be coincidence.
yeah. Something's like clearly fucking going on. And
Yeah.
sure, like you can like then go down on your fucking knees and tell everyone, okay, yeah, I give everything I have, and he'll make sure that you carry on and you do everything that you want to do. But like, there's no motivational speaker that even tells you to proceed in your religion to succeed. You're not going to
Yeah.
succeed if you're just gonna sit there and
And pray every night
yeah,
and ask for food and then just
yeah,
expect it to happen.
if you're gonna have a
Mm.
9 to 5 job every single day for the rest of your life and just sit there and pray, you're not gonna get anywhere. You're not gonna get
Mm-hmm.
anywhere. You
You
have
need
to
to actually put effort in.
go and put effort in and do the shit you want to do. Otherwise, what's you're just sitting there and praying and saying thank you for everything that is happening, and you're just praying
Yeah.
there and saying, I hope that I get this job or that job or this job or I get promoted tomorrow. You're not going to get
Yeah.
to.
It's stupid.
If you're just gonna sit there every single day, do what your boss tells you to do from 9 to 5, do everything he gives you to do, he's not going to just go and stand there and promote you. He's not going to give a shit because he just sees, okay,
Yeah.
you're
You're just one of
doing
his
everything,
workers.
so I can just as well keep you there and just let you do the fucking work.
Yeah.
Like,
The
it
thing is, it's the same with my mom. Yeah. Sorry.
um, no, I just wanted to say it's like Gary V. Like,
Yeah.
it's like he says, you're not gonna get anywhere if you don't fucking just do it. Just do it. Just if there's a garage sale, go to them, tell them, argue, like negotiate with them for a bunch of shit, and buy it for a lower price together, and then go sell the shit again and make double the money. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
The
sure,
thing
it's
is,
Corona and everything, but yeah, continue.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You just use that as an example.
Yeah,
The thing is, it's the same with my mom. She's been working for her job at her job for a couple years now. I was gonna say a couple hundred years, but a couple years. That's what I meant to say. And her boss still treats her like shit. I mean, she's really good at her job. She's, I think, maybe 10, 20 years around there. She's been working there, and her boss treats her like shit. He has never even raised her like her salary. He's never raised it before. Like he has to raise it every year because of inflation or some shit like that. But anyway, he never raised her. He constantly gave her the same salary. Let's say 10. Let's say $5,000 a month every year, every day, every year, whatever. And what do they do? I'm not gonna talk shit about Christians, but I'm just saying, like, my mom keeps on praying for getting successful and whatever, and then you have to do stuff to be successful. It's pointless you sit there
yeah,
every day on your go down on your knees and keep on begging for for um for being
succeed.
successful and whatever.
Yeah,
It won't ever happen. You need to actually prove to yourself and to your boss or whatever that you are trying your best and whatever. So then you eventually your dreams, let's say, that will come true.
yeah,
It's not necessarily a bad thing to pray. I mean, if you want to believe in something, it's your choice. There's nobody can stop you and whatever. Oh, and also, speaking of believing, I think I told you this yesterday. It happened at school the other at before the virus. I was walking on the field, and some guy came up to me and he started talking to me and shit about the religious and stuff, religion and whatever. And I told him, I'm not Christian. I'm an atheist. His his friend literally flips the fuck out, goes off, tells me to get the fuck out of the gates. I'm not allowed to be at the school and whatever. And I mean, doesn't it say in the Bible that you're not allowed to judge other people's decisions
yeah.
or discriminate or whatever? So tell me, why the fuck did he get so mad and offensive that I'm not Christian? I mean, there's
Um,
nothing wrong with not being a Christian. It's
yeah,
absolutely fucking wrong. If you're a Christian, you need to respect other people's decisions. There's nothing wrong with other decisions.
yeah, and
Yeah, it's
something just to add on there that's actually also said in the Bible is that God accepts you just the way you are, like you are.
yeah,
So the fact that people judge you is because they're too scared to go out of their way to do something. Because I can bet you that kid was raised to be a Christian, and if he thought about being different, his parents would
his
go
parents will
ballistic.
will, will flip the
And
fuck out.
that's
Yeah,
90% of the time it's involved with parents. It's always the parents that have the influence,
that's so
and
fucking true. Yeah,
parents don't recognize it, but when your child starts to grow from baby age, it's the first, let's say, 13 years is monkey see, monkey do. So your child
yep,
sees you swear, he's going to swear in his teens. There's no doubt
yeah,
about it. If you're a parent and you think your child doesn't swear in school, you're fucking wrong. You're totally wrong. Your child does swear in school.
yeah.
Like your child is not going to
Except
follow.
the heavy, heavy good kids, but you know,
Yeah, and I'm sure if God, like, existing, he won't. If he said he's not going to judge you by how you are, he's not going to give a shit if you drink. He's not going to give a shit if you smoke, because they Christians also say that he chose your path. So he chose that you're gonna smoke, and then you maybe gonna stop, or you're gonna smoke for the rest of your life or not. But
yeah,
still, you're using that mindset of, okay, I'm gonna stop smoking now, but yet he already made that decision for you to walk, and then you start again, then you stop again, then you start again. So
yeah.
you can't actually do that. And the stopping and the going is exactly the same as the Bible. Like, the Bible has been written different times over and over and over and over.
I
A lot
know.
of
It's the
people
thing. Who?
say,
Sorry that I'm
no, no,
changing. Yeah, sorry.
a lot of people say
The thing is,
they write the Bible different to make it easier to read. But where's the original
that's the thing.
writing?
Other people, yeah. Where's the original one? That's the thing. Because my mom keeps on trying to like talk to me about religion and stuff. But what I'm thinking is, they said that the Bible was written on stones. I think, is it right? I think so.
Well, I'm not
And
sure because back in those
okay,
days
what?
there were paper. There were paper.
Yeah,
It was not. It was just like it's like in the Harry Potter days. That it was like a feather they used with ink to write, if I'm
yeah.
correct.
Anyway, let's just assume that it wasn't Ross because I think that's what it was.
Yeah,
Who said it says in the Bible or wherever my mom heard it that the Bible was passed on from generation to generation to one day take to one day give to us or whatever. Who said that somebody didn't decide? Oh yeah, like let's say the 17th century or whatever. The person who was holding the Bible at that time didn't go and oh maybe here's a smart idea. How would I change the Bible to fit how I want it to be? So who
yeah,
said that didn't happen? Because you could never trust like that you can't always trust people like you know what I mean
yeah, yeah,
like the nicest person could end up being the most evil person like you've seen it in movies and whatever
yeah,
so who said who says that anybody so the person who was supposed to hold the Bible didn't go oh yeah maybe let's change the name from let's say Lucifer was the real god or whatever you know what I mean
yeah,
oh let me erase that name and change it to um God, and then I will be. Let's say the guy's name was Rick. Oh, the new God will be called Rick, and this is what he had, or this is what he did, and that, and that. So maybe
yeah,
who said that didn't happen? Like, there's nothing can tell you for sure. And also, speaking of Lucifer, there's a series on Netflix called Lucifer,
mm,
and it gives me a whole different opinion about God and devil and whatever. So
yeah,
who says that maybe God is real and Lucifer is real? God is God is there, like they say that in the movie. God is there to sit with you through the pain. He's not there to to take the pain away and give you all the things you pray for. He's there to comfort you in the times of need. He's
yeah,
not there to give you everything you wanted. And the same with Lucifer. He's there to punish the evil, the bad people. He said it himself. Everybody keeps on telling him, yeah, you fucking eat children or whatever when you get to hell or whatever, and you try and kill people or whatever.
yeah,
There's nobody. There's nobody actually, and also the thing is, people always say, "Oh, the devil's sitting on this. The devil is whispering in your ear to swear or whatever." There's no. It's
mm,
if you do drugs or whatever, don't blame it on the devil. It was your choice, nobody else's choice, yours. And
yeah,
it's mostly with the people that go to prison. Oh, the devil made me do it. Nobody fucking sat there on your shoulder and told you, "Oh, go shoot this person or go rob this place." It's so fucking wrong if you
yeah,
think about it.
yeah.
Oh my
And
god.
just a last thing quickly. Um, it's like it's like they said. Well, in the Bible, there stands Lucifer, known as the angel, the closest angel
The
that was
archangel,
with
yeah,
that was with God. He wanted as much as God had, and God didn't want him to have it. So doesn't that
yeah,
necessarily make you selfish? Like,
exactly.
yeah, like it doesn't make sense. And now you banish him for wanting as much as you do. So does that make you selfish to not want somebody else to have as much as power as you have? Like,
Yeah,
if there was like a kid out there that struggled his shit off to like exercise and everything, and like I was this buff dude, and I was a big bodybuilder and everything, and he came up to me and he told me how do you get this right? How do you be so fit, so good? I don't know what his condition is. I don't know what his how his life is and everything. So I can't
yeah,
I can tell him what worked for me, but I can't do something that worked for him. It's like
yeah,
I can't tell him no you will never have the power I do. You will never be as strong as me. That's being selfish and rude and not really nice.
yeah,
It's not good. And that's something that comes forth in a lot of people. And if God said He made every single one of us in His image, we're not a really good image. And this is
yeah.
not
Because I mean,
spitting,
look what's happening to fucking Earth.
yeah, and this is not spitting
Get so much
hates
fucking
or
pollution.
shit like that on to say like God is God is not good or anything like that. Like a lot of people also believe in the Greek gods and like an Olympus and all those type of
Yeah,
gods.
like Zeus and Poseidon and
Yeah,
them.
and like it's a whole different page, and yeah,
Yeah, it's
sure, you can
completely
believe.
different to actual God and whatever.
Yeah, and I'm sure if we had like a fucking big Christian, he would tell us, no, but God isn't like that or something fucking like that, and always have a say back
Yeah,
and don't even fucking think about what we say. Um,
exactly.
it's actually wrong, and you're just being exactly like him because not listening to what's happening. And sure, people say God does listen, and if He is listening, you know everyone wants answers for what they want to get, and nobody knows how
Yeah,
to get to heaven or how to get to hell. All people know is if you like swear and go outrage and like kill people and everything, you will go to hell. But
yeah. And
there also
if you sit
stands,
every day for the rest of your life and pray and
yeah,
whatever, you go to heaven. I mean, it's not true.
yeah, and people say if you just pray and say, no, I'm sorry for everything I did, and then you just go and do it again and then pray again, how does that work?
Yeah,
You will not,
it mysteriously disappears.
yeah, then you're not supposed to get into heaven because then you're just abusing the system. So it's
Doesn't make
technically
sense at
wrong,
all.
and
It's
I
like finding a
wish,
cheat in a game.
yeah, and I actually wish I had the ability like Lucifer just to like snap my fingers and say like angel, and there would be like an angel here next to me, and like I could ask the person, the angel, like questions and be like, give me the answer, please. Like I need this answer. Like, and I don't think all of humanity is like ready to like get answers like that. And in the Bible, there also says God will come and fetch all of his children as soon as the world ends, or well before the world ends. So if the world has to end again, then everyone
Yeah.
would go to God. Well, he would come
Mm.
and fetch all of his people. So you made everyone on planet Earth out of your image, but you're not willing to take every single one of them.
Exactly.
When you can
It's
make it,
it's kind of
like,
like judging in a way,
yeah,
if it makes sense.
when you can actually make it that they won't be able to kill anyone on heaven, they won't be able to hurt anyone, won't be able to touch anyone, nothing. How does that work?
Exactly.
You're hating
Sorry for
on.
interrupting. How long have we been recording?
Oh yeah, we are actually supposed to end now. It's 32 minutes. It's gonna be
No, but it's fine. We
33.
can still talk for like a minute. So let's just round everything up we talked about.
Yeah. So there could be extraterrestrial beings.
Yeah. Long story short, there might be gods, there might not be. Nobody knows for sure, and nobody knows for sure which religion is right. Correct.
Yeah. Not necessary to say correct. Um,
Yeah.
but what you basically believe in is according to
Yeah.
you or anything like that. But
Yeah. That's I
yeah,
didn't know how to phrase that sentence.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway, so we're ending it off.
yeah, we're ending it off. So I hope you guys enjoyed
Okay.
this podcast and everything.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, and we hope to see you guys in
Be
the
sure
next
to go
podcast.
check our Instagrams and stuff. Yeah, we will check you guys in the next video. All the links are in the description. If you need to find my channel, need to find Daniel's channel, everything's in the description. Our TikToks, our Discord server is actually growing. So if you guys want to, you can go join our server. You can get a chance to potentially join the next podcast and whatever. So thank you guys so much for watching.
Cheers.